So you're back with Sean and Andy from TuffStuff, and in this episode we are going to demonstrate how to top coat your roof, giving it the non-slip, anti-slip finish.
Yes.
So we're going to incorporate standard slate grade top coat, and we're also going to be using the Slate Granules. So
Yes.
we've got two options for that, Sean, haven't we?
We've got the exposed mineral finish, which is just with the exposed grade granules, and we're going to do a panel here with encapsulated, so we work them into the top coat.
Yep.
So you can see the two options. But what we're going to do first off is show the process of masking off all the borders, and so you get nice.
Because we want that
lines.
nice crisp line, and obviously we don't want granules going over onto the trims and then sticking.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get it nice and even on the trim.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the field area, but we're going to mask off all the areas. So we're going to show the process.
And obviously there we've got our 20 kilo, is that?
There's 25 kilos.
25 kilo bag of the granules.
And that will do about 10 metres of roof initially. But what we do is, once it's cured, we can sweep it all up, as you see in a while, sweep it into piles, back in the bucket, use it on the next job.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll grab these off the roof.
Yes.
So I'll take our roller there, which we're going to use in a moment for our application.
So at the moment, all we need is the tape and a knife. And what we're going to do, once we've taken the stuff off, what we're going to do is we're going to use, because our laminate is nice and clear and smooth, we're going to use the edge of the trim as a guide for our tape. So we're going to tape up against that edge there, and then we're going to top coat all the way up to that edge there. Okay, so let's get started. So Andy, you're just decanting the chippings
Into one of our buckets.
Just
so
makes it easier.
Nice and easy to handle as we go through. I'm now just going to check that we've got our stirring stick and catalyst ready for our top coat application.
I suppose we better mention that we've already sanded this roof down.
Yes. Well, here's one we prepared earlier. So yeah, that was given a light sand down just to take off any stray strands of mat and given a good sweep off.
You couldn't do this on any other roofing system, could you? Cut down onto the...
No.
Without damaging the system.
Without damaging it. So while Sean's doing that, I've got here our litre of top coat, which we're going to use. We're going to use a small roller, which I've wrapped some tape round just to pull the fluff off. This has all had a good stir, and because we're still at 14 degrees, we're going to be going with 2% catalyst. So going in that 1 litre, we're going to need to put 20 millilitres in. So I'm just literally giving that a squeeze up to the 20 mil mark, and that's going to be ready to go in. So I could actually catalyse this, Sean, and start working my way around, couldn't I?
Yes, you can, yeah.
No problems at all. So
I'm also going to mention that we're using the parcel tape here. So parcel tape or gaffer tape. I would suggest that masking tape is probably not strong enough, but this is ideal.
So as we put the catalyst in there, we're now going to give that a really good stir. We want to make sure that's nicely blended in so that it's a nice consistent curing. So I've given that a stir, take the excess off of my stirring stick so I don't drip it everywhere. And I can now get that roller in there and give it another stir. And we should have about 20 minutes or so that we can use that resin for. So I'm just going to grab some gloves.
So we're all ready to go, Andy. Our tape's all round. I'm just going to tidy up these edges.
Yep, lovely. And I want to be just touching this top coat onto that tape, Sean, don't I?
Yeah, just over the edge, so we're missing none of the actual laminate at all, so it's getting that protection.
So nice little shake off. And now literally that nice coat, letting the roller do the work, and I can come down without putting any more onto
Yes.
my roller. So again, nice consistent coating. Just checking as I go to make sure that we've got enough on there. You don't want to miss any bits at this point.
Beautiful job. I'll give you a hand, Andy. So I've got another roller here made up. So
Okay, just making sure I've got no runs in there. Just going on to that tape. So what we want to do, Sean, is let this then tack off so that we can get back on it.
yep. So I would allow it to just cure off, and when we can, you know, get back up on the roof, we can actually start peeling off the tape, and we should be left with a very straight, nice, sharp edge. Oh, we've got to do our one down the middle, don't we? So we're going to mask off
Carry on this.
panel. I'll do the tape. There we go. So I can just move that.
Yeah, right, sorry, Sean.
We do. Let's go about there. I think.
Sure. Covered. There we go. A nice top coat onto there. You want me to top coat up through there, Sean?
So if you top coat through there, Andy, that would be great.
Gives us a nice
Separation between the two panels.
again, making sure we get a nice colour, not too thick. We don't want it to be too thick that it actually wants to crack if the roof was to move. Lovely, look at that.
Perfect.
So,
I
basically now let that cure.
have a cup of tea and make
Cure.
let it cure off, and then we'll be back in a while, and we'll show you how we're going to retape the roof and then apply all the non-slip surfaces.
Brilliant. See